Oh, hello, everybody. You know, we're talking a lot about joy today, so let's start with a show of hands. Who, when you think about world politics and economics, gets a feeling of joy bubbling up inside of you? Oh, nobody? Oh, okay. Well, what about at work? Who, at the end of the week, feels like you've been living your purpose and you're energized? Oh, a few. Oh, pretty good. Yes. And at home, when you think about your loved ones, spending time in nature, learning a new skill, who feels joy on a weekly basis? Ooh, much more. Almost everyone. That's really nice. And so I'm just curious, where does that joy come from? You know, it comes from our connection to nature, to growing, to love. And why do we lose that when we go up to our work and our governance systems? What would it take to keep that engine going? Because it seems in the world today, it seems like greed is really well organized. Crime, organized. Hate is organized. But I deeply believe, there is nothing more powerful than when we become love organized. Yeah. So I'll tell a little story. It's a foggy fall, October afternoon. We're cuddled up by the fire with our desserts, with my children. We're playing a game of Monopoly. I'm having a really lucky game. I got Boardwalk, I got Park Place, I got a free parking, I am loaded. And then my daughter, on the other hand, is having the opposite experience. She got very few properties, had to go to jail and pay taxes. So she rolls a 1, it's gonna land her right onto my luxury hotel. And her face just turns beet red. She says, "Mom, I hate this game." And she stands up and says, "It's not fair." And her hands go under the board and everything erupts. Houses and hotels go flying. Rainbow money is raining down from the sky. And the little pieces go cling, 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 cling along the floor. And the boot, the lowliest piece in the Monopoly game, makes this perfect arc right into my chocolate fudge brownie ice cream. And I'm like, and my daughter's like, and I didn't know what to do. Like, do I laugh? Do I scream? Do I cry? And I thought, actually, yeah. In a game that's designed to be unfair, the only sane move is to flip the board. Because our economy today, it works like a big old game of Monopoly. Over the generations, wealth is concentrated at the expense of our communities and of our future. And the outcomes of this game are just becoming too grave to ignore. Wealth inequality is just off the charts. Environmental degradation, 70% of species dying since 1970. And mental health. 40% of youth, when thinking about climate change impacts, reconsider bringing children into the world. This has been characterized as a pandemic of mass hopelessness. And it's not that the system is broken. It's doing what it's designed to do. The game of Monopoly always ends the same way, doesn't it? It's because that's how the rules are. Power and privilege come ahead of community and life. A dead tree is worth more than a living tree. Money is made from debt, so we're motivated by fear to work at jobs we sometimes hate. So what if we could flip the board? What would be the rules on the other side of the game? We would see actually the inverse. We'd see that the whole purpose of governance would be to bring holistic health to the whole world, the health of the whole system. Money could be created in line with life. We could create money by our commitments to care for one another. Be a total redesign of how we do governance, how we do money. And this makes a systemic difference, a systemic change. And our work would be based on personal growth, knowing yourself as a full person and making the world more beautiful. It sounds so simple, almost naive, but let it sink in. aren't these rules just agreements of a game that we're playing together? It's so true. Yeah, so how do we do it? It's easy to think about, but it's hard to actually get from here to there. How do we flip the board without destroying everything we know and love? Well, let's start on that journey, on that story in Costa Rica. So I'm in the jungle, it's dancing all night around a fire to a DJ set with 100 other people, going, woo, okay, this is following my intuition on this spiritual journey. Because I was nearing burnout, I was working for an environmental charity, trying to change the world in a world where it feels like nobody's caring, running my business, raising my small children, and just, I really needed this retreat. And through this all-night dancing experience with the other people in the forest, I felt into surrendering to the energy of joy. And by the end of the morning, I was standing in the river, and the sun was rising, my hands outstretched to the heavens, and I felt it. Pure joy. Woo! 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 And I felt like I made it home. And I knew that we're all going to make it home. And so I became really clear in my vision, and I became really committed to be part of this big transformational change that I know we need from the energy of joy. And so I talked to evolutionary leaders all around the world, visited eco-villages all around the world, and discovered that we really have a common vision and a very plausible pathway that we can take together. And so in my work, I do 5 bold steps for strategy towards visions. So I thought, for this journey, we should take 5 joyful steps to become love organized. So would you like to come on this journey with me, this joyful journey? Yes. Good, thanks. Good. I need your energy. Good. So 5 joyful steps to love organized. Step 1, it's right here, it's right now. It's find your tribe. So when you find your tribe, you find yourself. And when your tribe helps you live into your purpose and your passion, and we're all empowered to live into our purpose and passion together, then we're heading in the right direction for this love organized. And so we're creating pods. So anyone, all of you are able to come on and join a pod and find a tribe for you so that we're always supported in this path. And this will have a membership structure so that there'll be some income that supports step 2. So now we're stepping a little bit into the future. Step 2, about 2 years into this future, we're going to build bioregional scale prototypes. So with some funding and grantors, we're going to focus on the people on the ground, the innovators who have already started building this process. People have been working on governance and regenerative economic currencies and education and regenerative agriculture. And what we want to do, and they're all sort of making it, they're all struggling a little bit financially, volunteering a lot, but what we want to do is make the systems for them so they can thrive, make a currency that makes them all strive, and a retirement scheme for them where they all thrive. And so we have to build that, the technology tools, and how we can do that digitally so we can all live our normal lives, but be connected digitally through this sort of secondary building up tiny economy of the one that we want. So that's step 2. And now as that starts to build and become functioning, we move on to step number 3, and that could be in around 5 years' time from now. And what the step number 3 is fund the transition. So we have to think big. We have to think even using the tools that we have of capitalism and to make the businesses thrive so that we have got a regenerative engine to keep scaling up to bigger and bigger infrastructure projects for this regenerative work. So we could do it we could be more like a multinational cooperative. And this model has worked in Spain for the cooperative, and why not teach each other how to do this together and make this Gaian economy, this quartz economy, we call it, make it really grow through time. Yeah. And then, so as that's growing and growing, we get 10, 15 years down the line, and we're getting into step 4 now. We have more jobs available, more educational opportunities, and we can bridge people over. So now this small economy is growing into a much bigger economy. We can get mainstream people to say, hey, look, there's an alternative here. You can live your whole life into this new system with the governance and the economy that's level organized. And that can grow from 10,000 to 100,000 to a million, and have more bioregions coming online through time. And as this continues and continues, we start to hit a tipping point. So then we tiptoe into step number 5, which is become mainstream. Woo! So that means people are living this system. It feels real now. We believe it because we've built it and we're living it. And we can say more people can come over and say, oh yeah, I want to have what she's having, I'm in. And then we can start to vote it into our institutions, and our leadership makes it become that next level of this is just the game that we're playing now. This is just how we do things around here. And now we have the foundations for a truly peaceful world. Yeah. So can you feel it a little bit with me, this glimmer of potential possibility that this journey could happen? Raise your hand with me. Yeah. You know what, and even I need you to stand up with me just for a moment, because we need people to take a stand and believe that this is powerful, this is possible, that we're ready to do this. So I'm going to sing a little song in the spirit of joy. I'm going to sing a short verse, then I'll say, yes, we are ready, and you'll repeat after me the yes, we are, however I sing, yes, we are ready, and I'll say, for who we need to be, and you'll repeat, for who we need to be. So, we have the power, we have the tools, brothers and sisters, we can play by these new rules. You can't have my children to fight your wars. We want a new world, and we're opening up that door. Sing, yes, we are ready.
Yes, we are ready.
Sing, yes, we are ready.
Yes, we are ready.
Yes, we are ready.
Yes, we are ready.
For who we need to be.
Who we need to be.
Just stay standing for 1 second. So I'm in my living room, looking at my bowl of ice cream, my daughter, waiting for my reaction. I put it down, put my hand on her shoulder. I look her in the eyes. I said, you're right, honey. Let's play a new game.